What's going on, everybody? We're back in the kitchen. It's been a long weekend, if you know what I mean, if you catch my drift. So it's gonna be pretty hard to make this video, but you know we always be eating out here. We be eating good. Today we are making Bonchon chicken over drunken noodles. We've got everything set up, so we're just gonna dive right into it. Drunken noodles, we're gonna use rice noodles. You can use any rice noodles that you want. Just follow the instructions on the back. These just say, get a pot of water boiling, toss them in there 4 to 5 minutes, and then take them out. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna make both packs because we're hungry. We got a lot of people to feed per the use. Don't use your teeth like I did. Get some scissors or something. All right. Pop those right in there. I'm gonna turn the heat down just a little bit. 4 to 6 minutes, those are gonna be all good. So, over here, I have my flour and I have my chicken breasts, or actually, these are chicken thighs. And what I went ahead and did was, we don't have a rolling pin, we don't have a mallet, we don't have anything. So my man Alan D behind the camera came up with this little invention. This is what we use to flatten the chickens out, and this is what we use if you try and come up in this crib. It's got chicken juice all over it too. So we flatten our chicken thighs. What we're gonna do, one at a time. You got your wet hand, you got your dry hand. Toss it in the seasoned flour. Let's get both sides. Boom, just like that. We'll be doing all the chicken like that. The seasoned flour has garlic, salt, pepper, a little bit of chili, and then just regular all-purpose flour. Let's go ahead and season both sides. Pop that over there. So as you can see, we got about 3 pounds of chicken. So it's gonna take me a couple minutes to do this. It's not the most interesting thing in the world. So when I'm done breading the chicken, I'll come back and I'll show you the next step. Noodles are done. We're just gonna go ahead and strain those out. Hot, 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 hot. All right. So since those are done cooking, we want to keep them done. We're just gonna rinse these off in some cold water. And those can just go hang out right back in their pot until they are ready. As you can see, we have unorthodox methods here on the channel. We don't have the biggest kitchen, but we make it work. So I'm gonna finish breading the chicken. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a rundown of what we have for our glaze. So this recipe comes from our other roommate, Luke Andres, one of his favorite chicken spots down in Vienna. Bonchon chicken. Blessed me with the recipe, so it's pretty much just a fried chicken, but then you glaze it at the end. So I went ahead and made the glaze. The glaze has honey in it. It's gonna have some your ground pepper paste of your choice. This is sambal olek. Don't roast me in the comments for my pronunciation. It's got soy sauce in it. It's got a little bit of premium fish sauce in it, and then I grated some ginger in it as well. And then I'll show you what we're gonna do with that later. For now, I'm gonna finish breading the chicken, and then after I finish breading the chicken, the oil should be hot enough and we'll start frying when we come back. All right, so we got our oil hot enough now. All the chicken has been breaded in the seasoned flour. It's kind of a weird recipe because usually when you fry something, you need a binder. Typically that's like an egg wash, but this recipe just called for like a cornstarch slurry. We use potato starch, and it said to just use enough water to make a thin paste. So I literally just got potato starch, water. You can't really see it right now, but that's gonna be our binder. We have the oil on low. Another weird part about this recipe is that it wants you to fry them twice. So you're gonna fry them at 1 minute on low, I guess just to seal in the, or to get the binder to stick. And then we're gonna take them all out. We're gonna turn the heat all the way up to about high, medium high, and then we're gonna fry them for another 4 or 5 minutes. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. Got our nice piece of chicken right here. Drop it into the slurry. Make sure we got all sides. And then we're gonna just drop that right into our oil. There we go. Like I said, it should only take about a minute. So I'm gonna flip it halfway through just to make sure that it doesn't stick. Let's see. Looking good. Like I said in the other videos, it's the sound you want to hear. You go ahead and give it a flip. Maybe not with a fork. I might need to get something bigger. There we go. So it might not look like much right now, but I promise you, after the second fry, it's going to get nice golden brown. And that glaze that I was talking about earlier is going to come into play. That's what's going to give it all the color. So I'm not going to force you to watch me cook 3 pounds of chicken. So I'm going to cook all of these one time, then we're going to turn the oil up, and we're going to cook them all another time, and I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, we're back. I know it doesn't look that impressive right now. You can come on and get a little closer. This is just the base fry. So we cooked them once at a low temperature in the oil. Got my oil heating up over here. We're getting ready to do the second fry. So while we're doing that, this is our sauce that I talked about earlier. We're just going to microwave it until it starts to simmer, and then I'm going to stir it up a little bit. Put that in there. So the sauce, once it starts simmering, what we're going to do is after we fry the chicken, put them back on the wire racks, and then we're going to glaze them with the sauce. We're going to glaze them like 2 or 3 times. First time, it'll like pretty much cook on the chicken. When it comes out, because it's so hot, the sugars and everything that's in the sauce are going to break down, and it's going to really like make the chicken really sticky, but it's going to be delicious. So while that is doing its thing, we are going to go ahead and start on the drunken noodle portion. Got my pan. I'm going to put it on medium-high. We're going to wait for that to get hot, and then I have my, we have one red bell pepper and then one green bell pepper. Just gave them a rough chop. We're going to go ahead and add, this was just one bundle of green onions. I gave that a rough chop. And then for the very end, I have some basil. Get a basil plant, keep them around, give them some sunlight, give them some water, best investment. It's like free basil pretty much. I'm gonna go ahead and throw one of these pieces of chicken back in our oil, see if the oil is hot enough. Yep. So we see that it starts to bubble instantly. So at this time, this oil, it's only gonna take about 4 or 5 minutes to cook the chicken all the way through. I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple pieces. 1, 2. Always be careful when you're frying with hot oil, obviously. We're trained professionals around here. So we're gonna cook these in batches. So we got our chicken going. I got my pan smoking over here. I'm gonna go ahead and add some olive oil to the pan. Looks like we might need a little bit more. I'm gonna add some avocado oil as well. Yeah, we're rolling. We got a 4-burner stove and I'm using half of it. We're rolling. So the oil is getting in there. You're gonna add a couple scoops of our minced garlic. We're gonna add 1. We'll call that 3 cloves of garlic. Put that over to the side for now. I'm gonna turn the heat up a little bit higher. I'm gonna go ahead and see what our chicken looks like. Yeah, see the crust on that? That's what we're going for. The first fry is just to solidify the cornstarch on there. Woo! Like I said, we gotta be careful with the hot oil. My cameraman Luke is good. Everybody's safe, so yeah. This is no joke. The oil is no joke. You good, my guy?
Yeah.
All right, he's good. You know, like I said, this is all one take. What you see is what you get. All right, go ahead. We're gonna leave the chicken in there. Probably another 2-3 minutes just to get that crust nice and golden brown. I need a spatula for noodles. Don't know if this kitchen is equipped with one. Oh, there it is. Perfecto. Alright. Turn this up a little higher. Alright, the garlic's doing okay. I'm running out of space to put things. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this piece of chicken out right here. That guy looks nice and crispy. I'm gonna set him down over here. I'm gonna leave these two in for just a little bit longer, get them even more crispy. All right, so they're good in there. My garlic's going. I'm gonna check my sauce. I'm gonna give the sauce a stir. Oh yeah. Steaming, very, very hot. So what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna baste the chicken with our beautiful sauce. There we go. There we go. We can be generous with it because it's gonna soak into the chicken, make it nice and delicious. Boom. We're gonna let that guy hang out. Don't worry, we're gonna come back, see how it's steaming. It's pretty much cooking on the chicken right now. We're gonna coat, what's it called? We're gonna baste them multiple times. So don't worry about all that. These guys are sounding done over here. Woo! All right, there's one. There we go. Woo! There's two. I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy out of the way. Beautiful. Into the oil he goes. And I'm rolling. Garlic smelling fragrant. Gonna add our bell peppers in there. Boom, in they go. See how we're doing? I'm out of breath already. Need me a sous chef. Somebody come send in your resumes and see if you want to come work for me. Almost just dropped all the sauce all over the chicken because that is hot. All right, moving on. Saucing the other pieces. Got to get them while they're hot. There we go. Beautiful. Gonna get all corners of it. Make sure it's starting to look nice and golden brown. It's looking like $1 million, yeah? Charge $30 a plate for this. No kizzy. All right. Those are looking good. I'm gonna let those hang out. I'm gonna add 2 more pieces of chicken to the fryer. Boom. Boom. Grab me a towel. I'm gonna stir my veg. Oh yeah. Get the veg going. Oil is going everywhere. Getting all over me, but it's fine. This is what it is. It's cooking, baby. You don't have to have a 6-burner gas stove. No, we're gonna cook it in our apartment because we can. Because we're different. We're built different. Just messing around, you know. Just having fun. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this if you're watching, Professor, but I'm still absolutely drunk this weekend. I'm not gonna lie. We had a bender, and I don't know, my head's in the gutter right now. I don't know if you're gonna take off points for that, but I just thought I'd let everybody know. I was trying to hold it together for so long, but it's coming out in the rare occasions right now, dude. But there's nothing that's gonna cure this this hangover like a lazy Sunday Bonchon noodle dinner. Sounds good to me. Chicken getting nice and crispy. Veg is gonna take like another 6-7 minutes. I'm more worried about this chicken than anything. We got some really big pieces in here, but they look like they're doing all right for now. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I still got a lot more chicken to cook. I'm probably gonna cook all the chicken, let the veg do its thing, and then when you come back, we'll have a bunch of the chicken glazed, and then it'll be just last 2 things. We'll add the noodles back to the vegetables. We'll add all of our sauces, and then it might be time to plate. So I'm gonna get back to y'all. Time for me to fry the rest of this chicken. All right, we got all the chicken looking beautiful. As you can see, these have been glazed a few times. The chicken is done. We got about 3 pounds of it. It's gonna be absolutely delicious. We're just letting them rest now. So what I did is I just moved our noodles and our veg and our garlic in here. It's gonna be the base for our drunken noodles. Now we're gonna get working on the sauce. So I've got a skillet here. Just gonna turn on medium heat. We are going to add a little bit of fish sauce. little bit of fish sauce. We're gonna add a little bit of sesame oil. A little bit of sesame oil. I'm going to add almost all of our green onion. I'm gonna save just a little bit for presentation. We'll top it with some green onion. I'm gonna add probably 2 tablespoons soy sauce, maybe a little more. Looks good right there. And then the main event, we're gonna add some oyster sauce. We're gonna add 3 to 4 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Maybe a little more. That looks good right there. Almost done. 2 more ingredients. We've got just regular old sugar. Gonna add just a little bit of sugar. Then we are going to add a little bit of water. It's good right there. And then for a little bit of heat, we're gonna add some sriracha. Probably about that much right there. Alright, let's turn the heat up just a little bit more. I'm gonna use a spoon for this. So we're not really trying to cook the hell out of it. We're just kind of getting it all nice incorporated, breaking it down, getting it nice and consistent like. We're gonna try and just dissolve the sugar into the rest of the ingredients, and then once the sugar is dissolved, it's pretty much when you know that it is ready to be poured over top of the noodles. So when you do this and you see how it doesn't go immediately back in there, it kind of has a gap. That's when you know your sauce is done. Another good tip if you want to understand if your sauce is done. If it sticks to the back of your spoon like that, you know that your sauce is done. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this right over top of our noodles. Get all that goodness in there. Yum. Don't need this anymore. Go ahead and put this on the heat. Now where did my pasta fork go? Right here. Woo, it's slippery in here. I'm gonna go ahead and stir everything up. Get everything nice and incorporated. Man, I wish you guys could smell this. It is smelling so good. Everybody in this house is so hungry. Yum. A couple more stirs. We're getting that nice color that we want. Let's see here. Now that looks nice and incorporated to me. Let me go ahead and make y'all a plate and show you what we're working with. Let's go ahead and do this. So we got a nice big scoop of our drunken noodles. Right there. Let's get a little bit more veggies in there. There we go. And then we are going to top it. Let's get a nice piece of chicken, huh? Let's get this one. No, let's get this one. This one looks nice. We're gonna top that right on there. So I present to you all bonbon chicken over drunken noodles. And full recipe is gonna be down below. We've got a little secret. We're going to be cooking the chicken Alfredo next week, and then I might have another poll to decide what we're cooking the week after that. But if this video gets 100 likes before the end of November, one of the second highest running suggestion was they wanted to see a recipe called Luke's Jaw Turned to Dust. If y'all don't know who Luke is, he's one of my roommates, so the people want it, so I'm giving it to them. It's in your hands. If you want to see how to make Luke's jaw turn to dust, we need 100 likes before the end of November. So go ahead, go and make y'all some bonbon chicken. Leave a like, leave a comment, go ahead and share it. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.